Parents have a constitutional right to control and direct their children's education. But too often, public schools across the country are interfering with this right in a way that tramples on the Constitution. That's exactly what happened to the Pitta family in Massachusetts. That's why the Goldwater Institute is stepping in to defend their rights.
He's an incredibly smart kid. When he applies himself, he's a straight-A student. A lot of that intelligence hides some of the autism that you normally see. I am Scott Pitta. I am J.J. Pitta's dad.
And I am Roxanne Pitta, and I'm J.J. Pitta's mom.
We live in Massachusetts.
By the time he was 6 months old, I knew he was on the autism spectrum based on his self-stimulatory behaviors that he was displaying and some of his other behaviors.
You're starting to sound like a teacher.
It's my job, stop it! We sold it to him as his superpower. We didn't want it to be a negative thing because you have those dreams, those aspirations, and not that those dreams didn't go away, you just knew that it was going to be more complicated.
Because JJ has a learning disability, he receives an individualized education program, or an IEP. The Pittas learned that the school was attempting to remove this program and remove the special services that JJ was receiving. What's more, the school was doing that without any good reason. So when they had a virtual meeting to discuss the school's decision, the Pittas announced that they were going to record the meeting. That's when the trouble started.
During this meeting, I wanted to get some statements on the record. So I took the school district's expert and I asked them some very pointed questions. And after these meetings conclude, the school district needed to produce what they call an N1 form. It's supposed to be a record of everything that's discussed. There was nothing on this form about their expert saying that they had no data to support their position. You have an obligation under the law to have accurate records. So at that point, we simply responded and said, okay, well, we're going to be doing these meetings virtually. Let's just record them. So we go into the meeting, the next meeting, and I tell them I am recording. And the administrator says,
at this time, we will end the meeting and we will reach out to you to reschedule.
Refusing to allow parents to record a meeting about their child violates the First Amendment. The First Circuit disagreed, unfortunately. That's why we at the Goldwater Institute are fighting for their rights in appealing this case to the United States Supreme Court.
The Goldwater Institute really just kind of struck as, this is a law firm that this is what they do. They advocate on behalf of citizens for constitutional rights.
They understood our perspective and they understood the civil right that we wanted to accomplish and we wanted for ourselves and for our son.
If successful, by the time we go through all of this, it's not going to matter, for our son will be off to college by then. This is absolutely a crucial fight for parents out there, for parents of children with special needs. If we win in the district court, that only affects the state of Massachusetts. If we win in the First Circuit, that only affects, generally New England. But if we lose at both of those levels and we win at the Supreme Court, we have then fought for and affirmed the rights of parents across the entire country.